Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Namaste, Lak'ech. Greetings, beautiful being of love and light. Beautiful, beautiful divine soul embodied. Thank you for joining me in another now moment within a sphere, within a field of the highest love light. I'm here just to tap in, Chatu Uriyama Kinate Eshe, just to tap in and assist Yawahu Kwe Kinate Eshe in these creational energies that are now flowing through us, in these activating frequencies that are now opening us, inspiring us, compelling us. And I just want to share a few things I'm noticing in another now moment. Yesterday I had so much energy at the beginning of the day, and it always helps when I take time to shake and bounce and tone and stretch and move my body. So I was back on my pull-up bar. I've been back on that, laughing at myself through the process. Back into the stretching and grounding and just coming back into an awareness that I feel better when I get up and hydrate my body, and I journal what comes through, and I take my time as I rise, so that I can begin in a state of love and appreciation. It makes a huge difference for my day, and I've been toning a lot, and a lot of new light language is coming through. And yesterday, as I was in the midst of blowing, cleaning, laundering, gardening, freshening, creating, moving, I became very aware of a divine presence in my yard right behind me. My tree, you can see some of her beautiful branches, but I'll sit opposite to where I'm sitting, and I will face my yard, and I became very aware that a beautiful divine masterful being was observing me, and I want you to know that we are all being observed. You may have begun to notice more and more and more, like you're not alone. Like, oof, what was that? What did I just see, right? What am I sensing? What am I feeling here? I get visited at night by a lot. When we sleep, our bodies are at rest, but our souls are not. We're processing during our sleep time. If we become aware of our dreams, they are for our benefit. Some lucid dreaming that I experience, I'm not able to retain the information, and I understand there's a reason for that. Sometimes it could be my own resistance, and other times it could be, all right, well, I'm not ready for the conscious awareness of what I just experienced, right? So it's really been incredible energetically lately. Take some water. So this, as you can see, is not just water. In the morning, I put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in my water. I add hot water because you want to stick with hot and warm together, cold together. Temperature is important. And then I'll add, I make a supplement called Sacred Reboot, which is a blend of three super foods, three super berries, and L-carnitine and D-ribose, L-acetyl-carnitine and D-ribose, and moringa leaf, which is high in mineral content and vitamin content. And so I'll add that. Sometimes I will add a little bit of chlorophyll or spirulina, but usually spirulina will make everything taste a little fishy. So I've switched that up with Irish sea moss in smoothies. But I start my day with Sacred Reboot in my water and Kiss Your Brain, which is the mushroom supplement I make, based loosely upon the Stem It Stack protocol, but I've added more adaptogens, more neurotropic mushroom supplements to it. And I'll put a little scoop of that in my coffee or tea, typically, 3 to 5 days a week. I just listen to what my body needs now, and then I just tap in to what my higher self, what spirit, what source, love would wish for me to be aware of. What would my higher self wish for me to know and or experience in this new dawning, in this new now moment, right? So I began with intention, and then I work into envisioning. So I will lay in my bed and stretch out and pet my cat and just feel gratitude, but I will also begin to envision all the beautiful beings that I love and seeing them joyful, healthy, and happy. And I will begin to envision my grandest dream of, expansion mansion, level up academy, freedom farm, gatherings of goodness, and goddess gardens. I imagine a healing, spiritual, holistic center place. And then I'll envision the feral cats around me, happy and healthy and sweet. And I'll just pay attention to whom or what comes into my awareness. And then sometimes you might hear from me if you're one of my beloveds, because you've come into my awareness. Oftentimes I'll pick up one of my numerous journal books. I'm working on 3 right now. They all have different purposes, and I will write or journal or allow some automatic writing to come through in that moment. And in the midst of it, I listen and I breathe and I stretch. And so, we have been conditioned and programmed to live these dysfunctional, high-stress lives. We've been taught that we're not enough unless we do ABC or we have XYZ. That it's not safe if we don't follow the rules of another. We're taught to value things over self, over people, over experience. We're really taught to compete and consume. And what's happening right now is we're aligning. There's so many different timelines. Imagine that every 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 thought creates. Every thought paired with emotion creates it, brings it into our awareness even faster. Every thought paired with emotion and then inspired action brings it into our awareness even faster. So if you've been struggling with manifesting, if you've been struggling with healing or letting go of something, either bringing something in or transmuting or alchemizing or shifting something so that it can be released, one of the quickest ways to align is to do that deep work. Find where you're holding your traumas, stories, and dramas in your physical body with your presence, with your breath, with your willingness, by asking to be shown where it is, noting where you feel it, right? Because if you feel as if there's not enough, there is something you are not giving your own self. If you feel like you're lacking love, then you need to give yourself more love, more compassion, more agape or divine love, right? Not more food, not more entertainment, not more pretty baubles, right? But your attention to self, and little things you can do are big things in the long run when we do them on a consistent basis. I've gotten to the point where I'm no longer regiment, right? I used to get up and there'd be specific things I did, right? Now I feel into what do I need in this now moment, and I honor where I'm at. So if we're having any kind of feeling of lack in our life, we want to look at where we have not given ourselves the sustenance that we need, or the permission that we need to step beyond this zone, right? And remember, when one is in service to self, what one is producing is not ultimately going to be sustainable if it's only for self. But when one is giving with the purpose of serving not just self but others, with the purpose of holding the space for others, with the purpose of inspiring and uplifting others, assisting others, helping others remember that they have everything they need within themselves, right? All the answers can be found within. It takes one's willingness to feel the feelings without identifying or solidifying or cementing them in, right? So let me give you an example. If something keeps coming up into your awareness, it's asking for you to look at it. So look, observe, expand your vision so that you can sit in loving observance of self or even another, because if something someone else is doing is bothering you, triggering you, it lives within you, right? So observe with gentleness, with broader vision, with kindness and compassion, and notice where you're carrying it. Where do you hold it in your body? Do you hold it in your chest, in your neck, in your jaw? Do you hold it in your pelvic area, in your hips, in your knees? Right? And when we repress emotions, or when we experience traumas that we do not or cannot or incapable or are unaware of how to process at the time, whether we were young, right? That's where the root trauma always comes from, right? The root story that tends to create a cycle of behavior in life. It typically always comes from when we were incapable of processing something that felt huge and traumatic as a child. That's when the seeds of I'm not worthy or it's too much, right? That's where we learn how to, ooh, I better be quiet. I better be quiet, make myself small because it's not safe for me here. We learn how to play the game of others. That's when the programming gets set in, right? And as we grow as spiritual beings embodied in this incredible experience of consciousness, as we grow, we realize, wow, this behavior or this thought I've agreed to for so long no longer feels so good in me. Gosh, I'm needing to replace my knees. Gosh, I'm needing to have surgery, or my heart needs medication, or I need pills because I'm anxious, right? Or I need that beer, or that television show, or this fat sweet processed food because it's soothing an immediate need. But what that does is it solidifies even more the trauma in the cells of the body. So when you're ready to face yourself completely, you're going to have to be courageous and brave. You're going to have to go, you know what? My judgment of this other lives in me here, so I'm ready to find it now. Why do I criticize, condemn, or gossip about another? Why do I not value myself or another, right? Why am I repeating this cycle or having this same thought, right, about another? What am I avoiding in myself that's holding me back from the highest experience of self, that's holding me back from a fluid flow of currency? Where is my emotion, my energy and motion blocked? Where do I feel it? And then lo and behold, suddenly the insights come, the tools come. You run across other beings that have been there, done that, and they're ready to say, hey, you don't have to live in pain, physical, mental, or emotional. All of our pain comes from denial of that which we truly are, denial of source within, God within. You are all God experiencing itself. We are that which we call Creator, God, Source, each and every one of us. Sure, of course, there's beings in different levels, right? I don't want to go into NPC players and soulless beings and that kind of thing right now, because nothing is separate from source. Nothing. We are having this experience of duality, polarity, black, white, day, night, left, right, male, female, right, wrong, blah, 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 so that we can come into balance with higher and higher truths within our own being. So if you're not having the experience your soul wants you to have, your higher self will always, always, always niggle at you, tickle at you, try to pull you over here, right? Try to get your attention to pivot away from that which isn't working to your highest and best good into that which feels better, that which isn't more in alignment. Okay, I'm not talking about escapism. I'm talking about alignment, pivoting, refinement, right? Your higher self is always going to give you gifts. They might come in the form of loss, death, challenges, breakups, shakeups, trauma. Why is that? Well, because you're a masterful being and you came here for a reason. You have a mission. Each and every one of us is invaluable in the grand scheme of things. We provide that beautiful balance in this experience. And now we're being afforded the opportunity of choosing from these myriads of timelines where we want to be. Do you want to be on the higher timeline, where you're the one making the choices, not defaulting by another's rules or programs? Do you want to be in a timeline where you feel love and peace and abundance and joy, and you laugh and heaven on earth? Do you want that, or do you want the Armageddon AI chemical? Do you want that? Do you want what the masses have decided they think they want, right? Or do you want something more, a higher experience? Would you like to be one who is creating and calling in and making manifest heaven on earth, heaven within, peace on earth, peace within? Do you want to be a part of that? Well, then I implore you to consider your contribution to self and others. I implore you to take care of yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Check your ego. We can't release our ego. Our ego is part of our personality. It does serve us, okay? But when we become over-identified with our things and our stuff, and we think we need that safety, right? Or if we think we're better than another or different. I mean, we're all equal. We're in this process of equalizing self right now. So of course, all the stuff is coming up for our attention, our loving attention. So intend to heal thyself. Intend to witness thyself. Utilize visualization and your imagination to bring yourself into higher and higher states of actually experiencing it energetically, that which you're desiring, wanting to share and create, not just for self, but with others. Get into the full sensation of being there, having that already, and then you will notice how you get there. Then all the things will begin to align as you relax into your body, into your higher states of awareness, into the now present moment, and make new choices to serve you. It's gotten kind of crazy and nuts out there, and it's gonna continue to intensify. We are in the midst of a spiritual battle. It will come down to ultimately two choices, two trains of thought. Everything is consciousness, all right? You're experiencing consciousness. Okay? If you do not like what you're experiencing, there is work to be done within. Reach out to someone if you need help. Not someone that is having unhealthy relationships currently, right? Right? Why do we always look outside of ourselves for validation? Go within. Go within, because now's the time that you can completely receive your higher self. You can connect with your monad now. That first expression of that which you are, that fractalized itself into all the many aspects of that which you are, right? So the tighter we hold on to something, gripping and grasping it, the more we need to let go. The more we need to surrender it. Be surrendered in each and every now moment, so that you too can align to the next best, to the next best, to better and better. Those divine synchronicities, those God incidences, not coincidences, God incidences, right? And let me give you an example. When we move things, things move. If everything is energy and you feel kind of messy, look at your environment. Is there something you need to clean up? Your car, your office, your home, your yard? Do you have piles of dust or dirt or old things? Are you giving your plants enough love? Are you giving yourself enough love? Our homes, our vehicles, our energetic representations of how we feel about ourselves. Are you needing to put on all kinds of products and colors and certain things and have everything just right before you're willing to go out there? Or are you capable of just showing up in every moment as you are, knowing that you're beautiful, perfect, and divine, and right on track where you are in this moment? Are you open to receive as much as you're giving? Are you sharing as much as you receive, right? Are you sharing from your cup, thereby emptying yourself, or maybe carrying loads for others, or micromanaging another's life? Or are you in such flow that you have so much that it's easy to serve and to share from your saucer because your beautiful cup is overflowing with love and abundance? And abundance is not money. Money is energy, currency. Abundance is everything. So if you're feeling like you're lacking abundance, where have you been holding yourself back? Are you not recognizing that there's butterflies, abundant butterflies all around now? Abundant winds of change, abundant opportunities to laugh and smile and play, abundant sunshine, this new beautiful experience that we're having with the sun now. Wow, that's another subject. The frequencies coming in. Do you not have an abundance of food when you need it, or clothes, or curiosity within? I had to step out of myself to find myself. I had to get the fuck out of my own way to learn how to really care for myself, appreciate my own self, value my own self. So my intention is simply to share my experience with the hope that it inspires you to continue on your journey as your unique individual aspect of self, in thee and within thee all that is. I hope by me sharing this, I give you some ideas or tools, or you even experience activations and intuitive knowings within. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I have been carrying that around, and I see how it's not beneficial for me. I'm ready to let it go now. How do I let it go? How do I release it? Oh, okay. Okay. You'll find the way. You'll find your way. Always, love is the answer. What would love do? What does my highest aspect of self want for me to know now? What would love do? Is this of love? Does this inspire more love? No matter what the question, the answer will always be, is this in alignment with love? Does this serve love? Love embodies all the highest articulations of itself: peace, bliss, joy, courage, serenity, harmony, balance, vitality, health, abundance. Love. So if you're missing anything, how can you love more? How can you heal your own fear of being seen, vulnerable, by loving self? By embodying divine love, agape. By trusting the process, by relaxing. There's no rush. There is a sense of urgency right now because we know something big is coming. There are many big things coming. It will take what it takes for the beautiful soul to choose to thrive and to trust. Came into my awareness again the other day that, remember when I was talking about how we grasp and hold on to things, so become willing to let go of that which you are attached to. If we identify ourselves through the eyes of another, we're not living authentically. Let me explain. When I was married to my last partner, I lost myself in that relationship. I gave up me trying to be something for him. And when the shit hit the fan and I was forced to look at myself and choose, do I want to be here? Is this what I want? And realize, no, it is not. I can't do this. This hurts. It took that for me to wake up, to find the courage to step forward into the unknown, into something different. But there are many of us that will stay in relationships or stay in situations and will lose our identity in another. I'm nothing without him. I'm nothing without her. He's my everything. She's my everything. I am doctor. I am lawyer. I am this. That is the cap I wear. I am nothing but that, right? I do it this way because this is the way it's always been done. When we over-identify, we limit ourselves, and when we attach to things, sometimes we'll be asked or forced to loosen our grip if it's something that is not truly in alignment with us. So again, coming back into the present now moment, with our breath we can find where we're holding our restrictions, our imbalances, our disharmonic frequencies. With our intention, we can align to that which we wish to experience next with our imagination and our ability to envision, experience within the vision. We can call that which we wish to experience at a more rapid pace into our reality. But if you do not trust yourself and you lay all of your trust at the feet of another, you will experience being a victim again and again. If we continue to give our power and our sovereignty away to another, we will continue to suffer the consequence of abdicating, giving away our energy and power to another. So, if you want to align to love yourself and everything around you more. Love your animals, your plants. Love your body, your cells. Speak to your cells lovingly. See those pieces and parts of you that are out of balance. Balancing. Find the root cause, the root story, the root trauma. Illuminate it, lift it up into higher realms. Alchemize it from your lead into your gold. And you must have faith, and you must believe, and you must trust yourself, as you are not separate from God, from Source, from Creator, from the One in the All. Source has a phenomenal sense of humor and unlimited love and abundance and beauty. So, you never know when an angel will appear in your life. There are many angels walking upon earth. There are many masterful beings walking in the time of now that you too are embodied in. So notice when those angels appear and recognize that which comes to you is also within you. You are the masterful being. You are the angel, the archangel, the ascended one, the galactic one, the other dimensional one as well. So we're in the reckoning. Don't wreck yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? Wow, are you still here with me? Bravo, because this is a long one. I do tend to meander in these streams of fluidity with the intention of always coming back into the heart and honoring self and other in this now moment. So take it easy. Laugh, dance, enjoy, have fun. Clean up your closets, clean up your spaces. Move and shift some things around if you're ready for moving and shifting. Be willing to look at your stories if you're feeling constricting. Okay? Easy peasy. Go back to basics. Drink your water. Add some good stuff. Get out and look at the sky and put your bare feet on Mother Earth and be as present as you possibly can right now. Prepare for what is coming. Prepare to choose again. If it causes fear, it is not for you. It is not truth. It is an opportunity to align to higher love and higher truth. You will need all your wits about you. You will need to be courageous. And if your intuition is telling you something and it keeps coming up again and again and you're still ignoring it, well, good luck with that. You gotta follow your heart's intuition. Because everything you truly want is just outside of your comfort zone. In the area of the unknown. Once you learn how you work energetically, once you enter and understand quantum, everything gets better. When you practice pivoting so much that it just becomes second nature for you, you don't have to sit in your shit. You no longer feel like you're stuck or stagnant. When you value what you have, whether it's just a rock or $1 million, more will come to you. So value the simple things. And you're going to have to invest in you, by the way. You're going to have to invest in you. And you might want to learn to modify your own language, because words cast spells. You are all great magicians. So, in these times coming, choose wisely and come together in your families, find your soul tribe. You are not going to want to be isolated and alone. Or maybe you will be, because it might get a little wonkier. Try to turn off the control devices, this thing, that you're looking at me on and others. Can't believe you're still here. It's been 44 minutes, 33 seconds we've been here. That's a long video. Oh, I know we have the shortest attention spans. You know, we want that instant gratification. Can't hang in there. Oh. You know, don't prematurely evacuate this either. You can't fucking tap out. Because wherever you go, there you are. You are eternal. There is no such thing as death. There is only birth. There is only returning home. I know we all long for home. That's what we ultimately are all longing for. You'll get there. There's no rush. In the nice time, may you figure out why you're here. May you discover what you're capable of, and that's limitlessness. And may you enjoy every juicy, delicious morsel and moment afforded to you that you have called to you. May you value love beyond all things. May you value self and other. And may you jump on the train of light. It will propel you faster than anything you've ever experienced before. I hope this helps. I love you dearly. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love me, I love us, I love this, I love Mother Earth, I love all that is. Love is the way, love is the key. And in another now moment, may you feel blessed, uplifted, and inspired to be all that you came here to be. You've got this. Oh.